Hello and welcome to AskAfroDaddy,
Hi.
the live podcast where we answer your questions about life, the universe, and parenting. Yeah, that's right. My name is AfroDaddy and I'm joined by my wife and partner in crime, Julie.
Yeah, I think we agreed on Afro Mama. We're going to keep it simple.
I don't know. Every time you change your mind.
I said we got.
How is it ironic?
Because I don't have an Afro.
That's not ironic. That's just lying.
Okay. Well,
That's
very.
very...
Is it too late to say Happy New Year to everyone?
Yes, because we've done one of these since the new year. Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. So no, that's not gonna help at all. Okay, you know what? Go ahead. You are more than welcome to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2018. The year for what? Happiness, wine, extra sleep, and hopefully a good series of podcasts.
Yeah, so this is we answer your questions that you sent through, and I got a bunch of questions.
We do.
From a whole bunch of people. The number one question, the first question that we got was from Julie's best friend in the whole entire world, who apparently can't say a nice thing about me. I can only say nice things about Julie, but that's fine.
That's what best friends are supposed to do.
Yeah, well, my best friends say nice things about you all the time. In fact, they don't say nice things about me. They only say, you know what?
You need to get new friends.
I need better friends. But what I was going to say is she asked me... Ooh.
Oh, hello. Playing to
echo.
ourselves. Echo.
Speaking of your best friend, of course she would be listening.
Hi.
The question from Tiffany was, why is your wife always right?
Yeah, I don't know, hey. It's a gift. No, I'm so not right. I'm so not right often. It's funny how often I am wrong.
I agree, because you married me, so... First mistake, lady. Okay, should we get into some of the questions before we
Yes.
before we do, highlights for the last couple of weeks. One highlight from the last couple of weeks.
Okay, this is like a parenting related one, right?
It can be a parenting
But
related
I thought
one.
that's what we do. We do parenting related highlights on our parenting
We
related
talk about all
podcast.
sorts of stuff. I mean, I'd like to talk about stuff other than parenting, because
Yes, we
we're
should.
more than just parents.
We are more than just parents, damn it. But okay, my highlight, Terrence, stop with the echoes. All the echoes.
Listen, for someone who has no idea how this is actually working right now.
I just have to sit here, drink wine, and talk nonsense.
Yeah,
That's my role.
You can barely do that properly.
What? Okay.
Okay,
So
highlight.
I do have a parenting highlight. That was
Okay.
kind of sweet.
Yes.
So last week, we were supposed to go to a family braai, and then our youngest got sick, and so because it was my family, we decided that I should still go and take our oldest with us, and you be home with the baby.
I remember that. That was a fun time for me.
And the sweetest thing for me was when I told Liam, our oldest, that it was going to be just him and mom going out, and I said to him, we're going to have fun, and it's going to be a great time, and he looked at me with such excitement, and he was like, oh, Mom, are we going on a Liam and Mummy date? And I was like, yes, my boy, you got a date with your mom. Are you happy about that? He's like, I'm so happy, Mom. You're so beautiful. That was legitimately what he said to me, and wow, there was a tear.
That kid is
There was a tear or two.
charming.
I know. I wonder where
He
he
is
gets it
charming. Not me. I don't know where. Or were you alluding that was me?
from. Well, I was kind of throwing a compliment to you there.
Oh, thanks.
And I was hoping you were going to take it up.
But yeah, let's be real. This podcast. We're real. We're like
We
super
are real. We are super real.
Yeah, I'm not the most charming person in the world.
You used to be.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay.
What was your highlight for the week?
Not for the week. For the last couple of weeks. My highlight is non-parenting related. Can you guess what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if you can. Okay, what is it?
Doing your stand-up comedy.
Well done.
Babe, I get you this right. Every time you say, can you guess what it is? Whatever it is.
You've known me for too long.
I
It's
have.
scary.
Okay.
I can't hide things from you.
Tell them about your stand-up comedy. Are
No,
ready
you know
to
what?
tell them?
You tell. Yeah. I can. It's happened now. So people saw me do it. So now you can tell people.
I don't feel like that's how this works. It's
Okay,
your
let me tell.
highlight.
You. So ever since I was like a kid, like.
No one can see in your hands.
I'm talking.
Sorry, what you're doing.
No one would have to see if you didn't interrupt me.
Apologies.
When I was like a teenager, like 13, 14, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Or at least wanted to try to stand up. I like the idea of making people laugh, getting in front of the stage, and controlling conversation. And I don't know what it is about it that I find attractive. I think I like telling stories, and I like talking to large groups of people in a way that's like controlled by me, where I can direct the conversation. That seems a lot less scary than a real conversation. But yeah, I've always been way too scared to do it. But there's this great small comedy show that happens every Friday night out in Severn Park. It's called MJC. It originally happened on Monday night, so it was called Monday Jokes and Comedy, but now it's happening on Friday night at Timbuktu Coffee Shop. It's really small. It's like 20, 30 people, tiny stage. A lot of professionals go there to like try out new comedy, like their new bits.
Who went up right before you?
Chester Messing went up. Missing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Missing.
I can
Chester Missing.
Missing. That guy. What's his real name? The actual comedian.
What is his name again?
I
know he's actually a friend with a colleague of mine.
He's a really nice guy whose name completely eludes me.
What is his name?
It'll come to me now.
Someone messaged it to us.
Yeah, please. If you know what we're talking about, that guy went on before me, and but it's also a cool place Conrad Koch. Good job. It's also a place for people like me who've always wanted to try doing stand-up and have always been too scared. So I did just short of 5 minutes of stand-up comedy, and people laughed, and I enjoyed it, and I want to do it at least once a month now, as a little hobby.
Yes, no one threw banana peels at you.
No one threw banana peels at me. People laughed. I was real.
Although you did pick up the phone and you thought it was hysterical because obviously in a very funny mood. So I was being really anxious about going for multiple reasons.
Because I was anxious for like 4 days before this.
Yeah, so you thought you'd throw some anxiety my way. So as soon as he gets off the stage, like I'm obviously waiting. I knew he told me he was going to go on, so I'm watching the time. I'm going to get 5 minutes up, give or take a few minutes in case anyone's running late. And then I message you, and then you're like, can I phone you? And then you're like, oh, it was so terrible. No one laughed. I forgot everything. And I was like, literally, I just felt my stomach drop. And then you were like, ha ha ha, joke's on you. And I did not think that was very funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy with how it went. And I'm happy with the fact that I did it. Like, I was really scared to do something that I wanted to do, and I overcame that fear and I did it. Who knows what I can do now that I have no fear?
Oh, goodness.
I am fearless.
Oh, help me. Okay.
Right, should we get into the questions?
Yes, let's do
Okay,
that.
the first question. My mother-in-law says I'll spoil my infant by holding him too much. Is that true?
No. How do babies understand the concept of spoiling? It doesn't make any sense to me. Also, like, they're little babies and they can't do much, and their brains and bodies need you to reassure them, like, you are their world. So if you just leave them in a corner and you're like...
I'm assuming this is in the context of when he's niggly or she's niggly and crying, that you pick him or her up.
Yeah, and I think that, well, actually, science backs me up. That self-soothing...
I love it when you talk science.
It's a myth. Babies do not need to learn how to self-soothe in the early years, or early days, early months.
Yeah, you're not teaching them anything long-term where they'll be like, oh, I'm upset about something as an adult. I need my mother to pick me up, otherwise I can't deal with this.
Even like with our 2-year-old, you'll be like, can I give you what? You want to give them hugs and kisses, and like, no, mummy, not now.
Yeah.
So you know what? When you get a chance to hold those babies, like, hold those babies. If that's what makes you happy, and that's what makes the baby happy, then... Yeah. Everyone's happy.
Do you want a really sad thought?
Oh no, what?
At some point, your parents pick you up and put you down and never picked you up again.
I just feel like I want to jump into my dad's arms now,
right,
just to prove that wrong.
Yeah.
Catch me, Dad!
Daddy!
My dad would be like, what the freak are you doing?
Yeah, I wish I could do it with my dad too.
Did you just do a dead dad joke?
I did a dead dad joke.
Oh my god. He does one night of stand-up comedy
and now I'm a freaking comedian. I can say whatever I want now. But think about that. There's going to be a point where your child is never going to want you to pick them up, or you aren't physically able to pick them up. Like, why? The same with kisses. There's going to be a point where your kid isn't going to want you to give him kisses anymore. So get all the kisses in you can now, and then don't feel like you regret it later on.
I'm gonna plan like a blackmailing strategy around kisses and affection. Feels totally healthy and normal.
That's because that's what we want to teach our kids.
Exactly.
Blackmail people into giving kisses.
Physical affection. No, there's so many things wrong with that.
Are you trying to see these comments?
I am, because
it's all of you. It's the same. You're going to be seeing the same thing that I'm seeing.
I'm just checking.
Okay, moving on. Let's skip that one because that one's going to lead me down a very dark road. We'll get to that question later. We have time. Okay, is Sophie the Giraffe secretly flavored with crack. Dude, what is Sophie the Giraffe?
Sophie the Giraffe is this really ridiculously expensive French giraffe. It's like a little chew toy made out of all natural rubber or something like that. It's like a baby. It is like, we also did think that's Sophie.
It was bizarre.
So Sophie was, I'm trying to think, was it Liam who really loved Sophie? Eli wasn't a big fan, but...
No. Liam would chew that thing until he chewed right through it eventually, didn't he?
Was it Liam? Or was it one of the other babies before?
I think it was definitely Liam.
Look,
but there were a whole bunch of babies who loved Sophie the Giraffe.
We've seen a lot of people who really...
I don't understand. I've seen Sophie the Giraffe that have been used so much that the spots on Sophie has been washed away.
That's what happened with our Sophie.
Of course, there was our Sophie that looked so mangled.
I don't know what they put in that thing, but it's like a stupidly expensive toy.
Here's a question though: is it worth it?
Well, if it works for you, then it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, when your child is teething, you will try anything to calm them down, right? And the cool thing about Sophie is that it has like knobbly parts for them to really like get those gums rubbed through.
And they can grab on it, and all the different. They can grab a leg, they can grab a tail, they can grab a neck.
There is a big problem with Sophie though.
What?
It squeaks.
Yes, Sophie does squeak. Why do people make squeaky toys?
I don't understand. There should be a moratorium on just no more squeaky toys.
Yeah, I think it's like older parents who want to get back at the younger generations, so they put squeakers and things. But I think they should be illegal.
So no, it's not secretly flavored with crack, but it does.
No. We can't say no.
Do we know for certain? Actually, we don't know for certain.
Have we taken Sophie to a lab for testing?
And to think about it, did you ever chew that Sophie?
No.
No, because it was manky, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know what was going on with that Sophie.
Yeah.
Tiffany says hi. Do you want to say hi back to Tiffany?
Hi.
To your best friend who has nothing nice to say about me, but only nice things to say about you?
Can't get over it.
Okay, cool. Right. Is my kid going to realize I'm not completely sure of what I'm doing?
Yes. I'm fairly certain our kids have already caught on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they know how to manipulate the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So they know how to work. They like clearly it's obvious to them that we're making things up as we go along.
Though, yeah, I mean, I still think we can pull a few fast ones over them. So.
Did you ever have that with your parents where you're like, oof, as a kid, as an adult, maybe not, but like as a child, you go, oh, wait a second, you don't know what's going on, or like you don't know what you're doing.
I actually can't think of a moment. I was a pretty compliant child, so it wasn't much of like a boundary pusher. So I don't know, like I don't remember that moment. Like people often bring that down to like the Santa Claus and the Christmas the Easter Bunny, and like then you figure it out and you're like, haha, parents. Like I remember just feeling really cool, but I don't remember feeling like I was shortchanged by my parents. So I don't know, maybe I wasn't that smart as a child.
Probably not.
No, I actually was pretty smart as a child.
No,
that was a backhand compliment you were supposed to say, but you were so smart.
Oh. Yeah, well, you were academically smart, but like street smart. You're still not. I still have to help you cross the road.
Shh, do we have to tell everything in this podcast? No, it's not.
So yeah, like I knew that there was issues with my parents when I, as like an 8-year-old, had to teach my dad how to use a computer for like the 12th time.
Oh yes, yes.
So there is a thing where it's clear that you're not caught up with the world.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep the rules like.
My kids will never outsmart me. I will always be mentally. I will always be a step ahead. That is my
famous
goal.
last words. Tiffany is promising to buy our children squeaky shoes, the ones where they squeaky every time they walk. Tiffany. Terrence said really nice things about you, and now I'm like starting to worry.
Rapidly going down the list of good friends.
Don't do that to me, Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany.
I can't think of anything worse than squeaky shoes on our kids.
Yeah. Oh.
Like they already love to do things. Like I hate balloons. Like if you really want to peeve me off.
Tiffany Hine.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get to that comment just now, that funny little story. But I was saying around the balloons.
The balloons.
Yes. Like the squeakiness of balloons. It's one thing. Oh man, it literally grates my brain. And so.
But they know that.
And they do it.
On purpose. They'll be like, hey, mommy.
Oh man, that And then, like, your brother thought it was hysterical at Christmas to buy every conceivable toy that squeaked. And so the ball lit up and squeaked at the same time. And they freaking love that, because what's better than bouncy balls with
strobe
lights that squeak? What happened to those balls?
I threw them away.
Yeah,
I pulled the squeaky toy, the squeaky part out of the one.
Yeah.
And then I threw the other one away. So Tiffany's talking about me getting hit by a bus.
Yeah, that is true. You know, I may have, I might be cautious in crossing the road, but I've yet to be hit by a bus. Who else can say that in the room?
Okay, fair. But since you were a privileged middle class girl, the amount of times that I've crossed... No, what I'm saying is, if you take the amount of times that I've crossed the road versus the amount of times you've crossed the road, the percentages of me getting knocked over is much higher. The chances of me getting knocked over...
I still walked across the road. I just had the car was parked on the one side and I walked to the other.
When did you have to cross... Judy, you crossed the road with a crossing guard.
I did not.
Okay, crossing one road to go home from school does not count as getting street smart. Why was I even having to cross that road? What was I doing when I got knocked over by the bus, Judy? Where was I going to?
You were walking to catch a train.
Why was I catching the train?
There was nothing wrong with our car. You wanted to get exercise.
Julie, my car was being used by someone else because their car was broken.
That's because you're such a lovely person.
Yeah. And why was I not paying attention? Why, out of the millions of times I've crossed the road?
Because you were on your phone.
Why was I on my phone?
I don't remember. Oh, you were doing it. No, you were reporting an article.
I was going viral worldwide.
Oh gosh. Okay, moving on.
And by the way, that story, that same story the way I got knocked over by the bus, just got picked up in Japan.
We don't know what the Japanese have said about you.
It had pictures of me smiling, so it can't be that bad.
Look at this guy.
Look at this dumbass.
He is a weirdo.
What a...
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany, if you send anything squeaky to this household, you... I can't say anything bad about Tiffany because she's so cool. And she knows it too, and that's a problem. Okay, should we do your Would You Rather?
Okay, so my Would You Rather has a Cape Town water crisis spin on it.
Ooh.
Okay. So, yes, I'll have a little bit more. I
sure.
have to work after this. So,
I'll ask you, would you like some more wine? I'm not waiting to hear the answer because I know what it's going to be.
Okay. Anyway, so, what were we saying? Yes. Would you rather? So, water-wise theme. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you rather drink water?
Yes.
Okay. But every time you drink it, it tastes slightly like soap. Just a little bit. Okay.
Like just like a...
That's the water you drink, right?
Is that soap?
Or
yeah,
indefinitely never be able to access a shower. So you can still like do your army washes that you've been doing very diligently, but like every 6 days you like to have like a really good shower,
like a proper 90-second shower.
It's so crazy how lives have changed.
Yeah. Look, I'm never going back to flushing toilets with fresh water ever again.
It is bizarre. When our side note to your Would You Rather, I'll give you time to think about it. But when our plumbing, so we had a weird thing in our neighborhood where the water was switched off because there was a plumbing fault from the council or something like that. And so we didn't have water for 26 hours. And I must say the panic, it was so unscheduled that we had a bit of a panic moment, or I did. And so I went to the spa and bought all the water I could buy. But of course, because Cape Townians are all panicking, there was no 5 liters and they were only really expensive 1.5 liter bottles. So I got some sparkling water and some still water. And then the toilet, obviously one needed to flush the toilet and we'd run out of our grey water for the day. And so I was like, I really was having an issue with flushing the water from the bottle, from the Velpre bottle down in the toilet. And then I was telling my colleague about it the next day and I was like, every time I flush the toilet, I'm like, that's 12 rand, down the loo. And she's like, but you do know you can drink the water from your toilet. It's fresh drinking water. Yeah. And I knew that, but I didn't really click around that.
And apparently we're one of the few water-intensive, water-dry countries, which South Africa is. It's a limited water country that doesn't have grey water systems built into the house. There's absolutely no reason why your shower shouldn't drain into your toilet.
Yeah, they're
every flat, every home should have a grey water reservoir that pumps for things like your shower, not your shower, your toilet, into your garden, all that kind of stuff. The stuff where you're not physically consuming the water.
But properly drain. I don't know. It's whenever I do have to flush the toilet in public because we're at public, there's no grey water access, whatever. I just feel guilt.
Okay, so back to
Back to the question. So would you drink? So every bit of water you taste,
yes,
is gonna have just a little like taste to it.
It's almost like, oh, did I wash this glass properly? Did I rinse this glass properly?
Yeah, that like sunlight at the back of just like it's good, but that's gonna be the
Also,
water
what
you drink.
soap are we talking
So
about?
it's not bad for you.
Yeah, what soap are we
drink
talking?
it.
Are we talking about Dove?
No, whatever, like whatever.
No, what
Like sunlight. Okay, like just a soapy. No, so if you never like tasted a soapy aftertaste in something.
Yeah,
So
but the soap affects it.
Okay.
Because, for instance, Dove has 1 quarter moisturizing
Oh my
liquid.
gosh, I'm gonna moisturize about your tonsils. Okay.
Maybe sound all smooth.
Okay.
Okay, so soap,
question.
soapy water.
Soapy water, or never knowing that you're. I mean, obviously the drought ends. This will change, but
Never having a legitimate
like
shower.
you don't know. Like there's no guarantee that you're ever gonna have hot water coming out of a faucet above your head again. So you can still do like there'll be water. You're not
So I
gonna
can still be
smell.
clean,
Yeah, but
but not
like,
having a
no hot
shower
showers.
because I do like a hot shower. Oof. But you know what's crazy is that over the last like 6 months, I've really gotten into drinking water, which I usually never used to do.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather be able to know that I can have fresh, clean water
Yeah.
regularly
Yeah.
than having a shower. I think I could do without
Yeah.
a shower.
Yeah, I think I would. Can you imagine that feeling?
There's
of,
all the because
all
it's
the
always going to be
time.
like around your palate. You always be like, that's not going to work.
I see Robin Klassen agrees with you.
Thank
Take
you.
the chances with the shower. Without the shower, go with the water. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I think we have time for one more question.
One more question.
Okay.
Choose a good one.
This one's going to mostly be for you.
Mostly for me.
Yeah. You ready? Okay. My daughter doesn't like to take a bath and gets very upset. She's 3 months old. A friend of mine told me that maybe breastfeeding her while I take a bath might work. Have you ever tried this?
Okay, so context drought. This is like a pre-drought question.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. There is something so sweet about feeding a baby in the bath. Like it is so relaxing, and they're all so happy, and you're all snuggly and warm, and
And remember, I mean, they
I
effectively
miss
came
those
from the best bath.
days.
I mean, she's 3 months old.
yeah.
There's still going to be some muscle memory of being in like the best bath
Yeah.
ever and being connected to mommy and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I definitely think even if you don't end up breastfeeding her in the bath, for whatever reason, like bathing with her. I mean, because Eli didn't like the bath either.
yeah, but
And
but he
then-
loves bathing with you.
But he loved like lying between my legs, and I would like sway him in the water.
Yeah, and even
That's really
lying on your chest.
Yeah, and then
When there's a little
feeding.
baby and
Oh
feeding.
man! Oh, I could actually just have like such a
Baby,
visceral like memory of
baby.
that.
But you, I mean, we didn't
Oh.
obviously didn't breastfeed with Liam.
But I also bathed with Liam.
But you also bathed with
Oh,
Liam. And the nice thing is, I could bath with Liam too. I had Liam on my
Yeah.
chest when we went with baths.
that's so sweet.
little
Yeah, I would definitely
tiny,
try that.
scrawny
because, Yeah,
babies.
they do some babies love bathing and others don't. I think it's not so much the bathing; it's transition from the cold air to the water and then back out into
Back
the
with
cold air.
Yeah, and also like especially if you're connected to mommy, then if mommy kind of puts you into a bath, there's like a disconnect from your person. At 3 months old, they can't really understand what all of this is going on and why.
I want a bath. That would be amazing. I'm like thinking of all the possible work trips to other provinces with apple water.
Here's a question: how important is it to bath your 3-month-old? Like, how regularly do you have to bath them?
Yeah.
Like full immersion in water bath.
You don't have to do it that often.
I suppose just like wiping them down
Yeah, if you top and tail them, with fresh water, so clean the bum,
with a
clean
nice,
the
a
face.
fine fabric cloth.
Yeah, every day. That's good. I mean, you really don't actually have to submerge them in water all that often.
I mean,
it's like a bit of a myth, this whole scrubbing the baby clean thing.
No, because they do. I mean, look, they do get gunky around their like fatty neck parts.
Yeah, that that sour baby milk
Gets
neck.
caught underneath there. So you
No,
want
it's
to.
kind of sweet in the beginning, and then
Yeah. Or if they're drooly, you want to make sure that
Yeah.
that's clean and stuff.
and their
But-
bums, obviously, with
Poo.
poo and wee and all like the acid built up. So you want to give that a good clean.
Yeah, but the actual physical bath.
Yeah, I think if you bath your baby once a week, it's probably I don't know.
Yeah, 3 months old.
Yeah, definitely less in winter, more in summer.
So, okay, last follow-up question to this question. What is it like lying in a bath and breastfeeding? Like, for someone like me, who's never done that, even for moms, there's a lot of moms out there who would never have experienced that. What is that like? What are you feeling? Like, do you feel like you know, if someone tickles a certain part on your feet, you feel it in your uterus. Well, not me, but like you feel it.
Like, yes,
I know exactly what it feels like. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like often there's a part of my arm that if you tickle it, I feel it under my chin.
No, it's
Like,
not.
do you feel it in other parts of your body, or do you feel super relaxed? Can you feel the dopamine kick in?
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling it now as I'm thinking about it, remembering what
I can see your shoulders are dropping.
Yeah, it was really sweet. I don't know. It just feels really relaxing. I mean, a warm bath is relaxing for most people anyway. Then you add your precious baby, and it's like the calmness of your baby, especially like. I mean, I remember with Eli, he was not a very calm baby, but in the bath with me feeding, he was just calm. So it was just like happiness all around, like one big bubble of relaxation. It's pretty good.
And the actual breastfeeding?
In the bath.
Yeah.
It's different to breastfeeding anywhere else.
Really?
Because remember, we haven't experienced the in utero water sensation, like other than when we were little babies.
The in utero water sensation.
No, I'm saying you're thinking, okay, with the water and the feeding, it brings back to the memories there for the baby. It's not like you feel your baby. You don't feel like amniotic fluid floating around in your belly.
This is so weird. Talking about how you feel being pregnant is a bizarre thing for anyone who has never been pregnant. So.
It's a bizarre thing for anyone who has been pregnant. Beautiful, but slightly bizarre.
Kind of like Alien.
A little bit like Alien at times. Yes.
The movie Alien.
I know what you're talking about.
Where they're all like moving around.
Okay, no, not so much with that part, but yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Ask AfroDaddy. If you have any questions about life, the universe, and parenting, where do they send it to, Julie?
Facebook.
Yes.
Or your website.
Yes! Boop, 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 boop. Wah, 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 wah. Hip-hop noise, hip-hop noise. Wah, 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 wah.
You can stop now.
Okay.
What's
the website now? Which website?
Which website?
Your website.
Your website. AfroDaddyOnline.com. Hey. Drop a question to Terrence there. Or email you, and I can't remember your email address.
AfroDaddyCT@gmail.com.
There we go. Or like the easiest is just Facebook. Drop an inbox. I think that's where we can
No.
questions. Oh,
no. It's so much easier to go to the website. So much easier to go to the website. Go to the website, AfroDaddyOnline.com. There's several places for you to engage with this particular podcast and with me directly. If you want to get hold of me immediately, like in real time, you can do it there as well. You can ask me.
Don't bug him at work.
Yeah, bug me at work. It's fine. I don't mind. I'm always up for a chat. And if you like this podcast, do me a favor. Go onto iTunes or wherever you listen to this podcast and rate it. Give it 5 stars or 4 stars. I understand. I get it. It's fine.
We're growing. We need room to grow.
We need, and I don't have the best co-host in the world.
Oh my goodness.
I totally get what you're saying. I just, oh, did you hear that? Oh, that's awkward. More wine?
Like wine.
But go rate it and go tell other people about it, because this is how more people listen, is when you tell other people to listen, and then iTunes and all of the podcast fairies go, oh, people like Ask AfroDaddy. That's interesting. We should let more people listen to it.
Is this turning into a mini lecture?
Okay, when you understand digital marketing, then we can talk, okay? But until I have to stop showing you how to use Facebook, maybe we should
Have a good evening, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for listening.